Hi everybody, it's Ann. I am here to kick off a new series I'm going to try doing here. How many of us miss browsing at the library? I'm guessing a lot of us. And of course LinkCat is a great resource that you can search through to find your next book, your next movie, your next audiobook, but it's still not quite the same, and sometimes it takes a little fiddling to find what you're looking for. Well, while this doesn't replace browsing in library, I thought it might be fun to highlight some of the items that are on our shelves right now. These aren't necessarily new, they're not necessarily hot right now items, but we have them available. You can request them for curbside pickup, and I think you're gonna find some gems in here. So today, I thought I'd talk about audiobooks. These are fiction audiobooks, and they're short stories. Now, why go with fiction short story audiobooks? A lot of us, I think, are kind of tapped out on bandwidth right now. You might be interested in enjoying a story, but you don't want to commit to a huge book, or you even don't want to commit to a whole book on CD. Or maybe you, like some of us, I'm not going to name any names, me, are working on some holiday crafting that you're hoping to finish, and you are sick of watching YouTube videos and you'd like to, listen to a story, listen to a book while you knit, crochet, cross-stitch, wood carve, whatever you're interested in. So these are the selections for you. Short stories on books on CD. So here we go. The first one I have to recommend is by Tom Hanks, of all people. Yes, the actor. It's Uncommon Type, Some Stories, read by the author. There he is, Tom Hanks. This is Tom Hanks' first work of fiction, a collection of stories that dissects with great affection, humor, and insight the human condition and all its foibles. I don't know about you, but I'm a big fan of Tom Hanks as an actor. I had no idea that he wrote something until I saw this to purchase for the library, and I think that could be really fun. Check it out. The next ones I have to offer are kind of a mix of classic stories and just, again, things you might not think to search for in the catalog, but if you're browsing, you might find them on shelf and be interested. So the next one is this one. This is Jeeves and the Song of Songs by P.G. Wodehouse. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Also, who else has the issue of you know words and names, you've read them a million times, but you've never heard them out loud, so you mispronounce them? Again, hi, I'm Ann, welcome to the club. Okay, but this one, again, Jeeves and the Song of Songs. This volume contains these classic Jeeves and Bertie romps, the inferiority complex of Old Sippy, the Kid Clementina, Indian Summer of an Uncle, the Yuletide Spirit, and the Impending Doom. The Los Angeles Times calls this stylish, charming, and still very funny, and Spencer's Niven-esque accents are just right. So there we go. The next collection I have is the Best American Mystery Stories. Again, there's something for everyone in audiobooks. It's just a matter of finding it. And this is the 7th installment of the Premier Mystery Anthology, and it boasts pulse-quickening stories from all reaches of the genre. If that's not intriguing, I don't know what is. Here are the titles and the authors that wrote the stories. So there's an introduction by Michael Connelly. It's read by Otto Penzler. The Confession by Robert McKee, read by Don Leslie. The Skull by Joyce Carol Oates, read by Eric Conger. The Pickpocket by Christopher Cook, read by Michael Chevalier. Controlled Burn by Scott Wolven, read by Charles Stransky. War Can Be Murder by Mark Dugan, read by Otto Penzler. The Jeweler by Pete Dexter, read by Don Leslie. And The Adventure of the Agitated Actress by Daniel Stasshauer, read by Otto Penzler. Mystery fans, take note, this could be a good one. Now this next one is definitely one of those things where I would never in a million years think to search for this in the LinkCat catalog, but I saw it on the shelf and thought some people might be interested. It looked interesting. So that's what we have here, Meeting Across the River. This is stories inspired by the haunting Bruce Springsteen song. I know, I didn't know this was a thing either, but here's what it says a bit on the back. Meeting Across the River from Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run album is a song with an evocative melody and lyrics that unfold like a noir fable. This classic American story of hope and despair serves as an inspiration for an eclectic mix of short stories written by an array of acclaimed authors, including Pam Houston, Eric Garcia, C.J. Box, David Corbett, Greg Hurwitz, and Steve Hamilton. Springsteen's spare lyrics leave much unsaid. How these authors fill in the absences is what makes this collection, published a month before the 30th anniversary of the release of Springsteen's Born to Run album, such an unusual treasure, proving that in literature, just as with music, no two performances are alike. And the last book on CD I have to offer up is Great American Stories. Sometimes you just want some classics. 10 unabridged classics. Treasured stories from the most influential authors of the 19th and early 20th centuries were selected for their literary importance as well as their dramatic oral qualities. So the contents include Mark Twain's stories read by Patrick Fraley, the 1 million pound banknote, The Celebrated Jumping Frog of Calaveras County, A Visit to Niagara, and A Mysterious Visit. Stephen Crane's stories read by Patrick Hogan, The Blue Hotel and The Bride Comes to Yellow Sky. Ambrose Bierce's stories read by Russ Holcomb, The Eyes of the Panther and An Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge. Jack London's stories read by Bruce Robertson, The Love of Life and To Build a Fire. So hopefully you find this helpful and something you might enjoy. I'll be coming at you probably weekly now with more little vignettes of what we have available in the library and themed offerings. And hopefully you'll find something you enjoy. There's a lot that you can find in the catalog. And P.S. if you ever want any search help with the catalog, feel free to reach out to me. You can also request a book bundle. We have those for adults, teens, and children. You can request those through our website, and we're happy to pick something for you. But yeah, if you ever want any tips on searching in the catalog, happy to help with that. And the South Central Library System does have some great resources on that as well. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time with the next pick. Bye now.